the Monday, July 10th, 2023 board meeting for the Union-Thurston School District to order. Ms. Boyer, roll call.
Ms. Cato? Here. Mr. Hook-Rattle? Mr. Moore?
Here.
Mr. Shook?
Here.
Dr. Walter?
Okay, everyone please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item D, we have recognition. Mr. Scott Brown, Regional Liaison with the Ohio Auditor of State's Office, will be presenting April Boyer, our treasurer, with an Auditor of State Award with School District for excellence in financial reporting in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles, GAAP, and compliance with applicable laws in the fiscal year. What did I read that? And you were supposed to read it, right? I just stole your thunder. Okay. I read what's placed down here. I apologize.
You did a good job, too.
Thanks.
Do you mind if I repeat some of what you said?
Mr. Brown, the floor is yours.
Mr. Moore, the name of all my in-laws. That's why he took it. They probably already called it. So it is my honor to be here this evening. I'm again Scott Brown with the State Auditor's Office. We make an effort to present these types of awards to school districts and other municipalities when we have a chance, especially in person. So it's my honor to be here tonight to present the Auditor of State Award to Liberty Union-Thurston School District. It's important to note that this award puts the district in a very select group. The Auditor of State's Office audits nearly 6,000 entities every year, and approximately 10% of those entities that are audited are eligible for this award. The Auditor of State Award is presented to local governments and school districts, as I had said, for audits that are considered a clean audit report. To qualify, the entity has to file financial reports with the State Auditor's Office by the statutory, yes, it's been a short day, statutory due date without extension via the Hinkle system and in accordance with government accepted accounting principles, or GAAP as we call it. The audit report does also not contain any findings for recovery, material citations, material weaknesses, significant deficiencies. So this award really represents the hard work of all the district's employees, board members, and of Dr. Johnson, who strive each day to achieve accounting excellence. I especially want to recognize your treasurer, April Boyer, for her outstanding leadership and commitment to fiscal integrity. Congratulations, April. On behalf of Auditor of State Keith Faber, I'd like to present this award to the Liberty Union-Thurston School District. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you for attending.
Yeah,
Very nice
not a
of you to
problem.
do that.
Not a problem. No,
We appreciate that.
my pleasure.
One thing I wanted to mention, I think April has received this several years in a row. And so congratulations to you.
I had to help her this year to get her through.
Right, I probably challenge her once a week.
Thank you.
A host of friends.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Item E, public participation board meetings. We set aside time every board meeting for anyone from the public to address the board. Is there anyone in our audience that wishes to do so?
Before we break,
Yeah.
and I don't want to preempt deliberation and a vote and a recommendation, but here with us tonight is Dr. Lori Foltz-Ria from Pickerington, and after tonight, I'm hoping she's from our school district. She's has a broad range of experiences, and I intend to put those in writing and get them out tomorrow after the board's vote, hopefully a positive one. And also with this is Dr. Thomas Lish Brown. He's our Director of Special Services or Student Services. Did I mention that Dr. Lori Foltz-Ria is Curriculum Director recommendation? Right. And Dr. Lish Brown is our Director of Student Services recommendation. And he's from North Union Local School District. Both of them have a number of experiences, several years in administration and other areas and teaching. And the committee highly recommended both of them to us. And so I think we're really fortunate to have attracted them. Great personalities in the interview, and I'm looking forward to working with them, and we all are. So, hopefully there is a positive vote.
I'm looking forward to having some doctors that, you know, we got some good doctors out here now. Huh?
They love each other. And I did say to them that they were coming to one of the best boards I've ever worked with. So that's important to people.
It is.
It's very important to people.
Dr. Johnson, are we having a break? Or
Yeah.
are we, oh,
In Jan's absence, I wear her hat, right? So there's some tea back here and donuts from Rush's, and we can all talk to each other and introduce ourselves to our new candidates.
so Mr. Shook benefits from tea and donuts.
Yeah. I already filled up my tea.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like one looked empty back there, half empty back there.
Yeah, I filled it up on the way in.
Okay, so do you want the break to be now then, Dr. Johnson? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we will move on to our refreshment break, and then we will come back and resume our meeting.
No presentations.
Okay. Okay, item 2, department presentations. Dr. Johnson says we have none this month, so we will move on to item 3, discussion and approval of the board minutes from the June 12th, 2023 meeting.
I think it takes 23.
Takes
Yes.
us page 23, sir?
Yeah.
Takes us through page 23. Does anyone have any discussion in regards to last month's meeting?
So moved.
Okay, so we move on to the vote to approve. So motion by John Shook, second by John Walter, to approve minutes of the regular board meeting of the Union-Thurston Board of Education held on June 12th, 2023 as printed. Ms. Boyer?
Ms. Cato?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Shook?
Yes.
Dr. Walter?
Yes.
Okay, item 4, monthly financial statements. We will move to Ms. Boyer.
Okay, you have our monthly report. And if you go to page 3, the monthly revenue analysis for June. Our revenue was up over last year by $1,410,961. The largest portion being our local taxes, which that came in $1,186,703 higher compared to last year. And that was followed by our investment earnings, which came in at $261,578 over last year. And then on page 6 is our expenditure. And our expenditures were right where we were planning, with salaries and benefits being up. And the second would be the capital projects coming in at $351,300 above last year. But that's what we had planned with our track in the building. Page 8 is the interest. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yes. Page 9 is we were at 100% of the year in June, and that's about where everything is, other than the capital outlay, and that's because we didn't know when we would be making the payments. Page 10 is what the balances are as of June 30th. The unencumbered cash balances. Now the 572 fund and the 507 fund, they're both negative. They have project cash requests in a ODE. And then you have our bank reconciliations. And then you have our bills that were paid. And on page 7, down at the bottom, check 100966 on June 28th to David Price for $106,900. $105,100 was paid on his contract for the locker room, and $1,800 was for brick dust. Both were out of the general fund. And then on page 8, a little down from the top, 100972 on June 28th to Howard's Plumbing. That was $30,000, and that was payment toward the locker room work that he did, and that came from the general fund. There weren't any changes to the 018, 200s, and 300s appropriations. And then we have our donations. $81.36 from Kroger Community Rewards to high school principal. $781.78 to from Reliable Real Estate Group to boys basketball. $500 from LU Boosters middle school football. $500 from LU Athletic Boosters high school football. $500 from LU Athletic Boosters high school volleyball, and $200 from LU alumni to the cheerleading. And that's what I have.
Do I have a motion to approve the financial statement? Order, second by Carol Cato, to approve the monthly financial statements as printed above. Ms. Boyer?
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Shook,
Yes.
Dr. Water.
Yes.
Ms. Cato.
Yes.
Item 5, new business financial, permanent appropriations for the fiscal year 2024. People, would you like to elaborate on that?
They're just adjustments to put them where they need to be. When we do our initial appropriations, we don't always know how much we're getting. It's just to get everything in line with where we're at.
Okay. Item B, transfer funds. Treasurer requests to transfer funds from Fund 590 to Fund 572. It's necessary for the 2023-2024 fiscal year. C, service providers. Children's Hospital contract period July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2028. Athletic training services. I won't break down all those fees. They're broken down by year there. VIP rehabilitation services for the 2023-2024 school year. Service provided to provide students with vision and mobility services, $100 an hour is the fee. Service provider IXL Learning, July 15th, 2023 to July 15th, 2024. Service provided IXL site license for grades 9 through 12 and for math. Fee is $1,500. Wow, what's that? Guillen Paul Gonzalez. Contract period August 21st, 2023. Speaker for the middle school. And there again, there is a number of fees listed there. The Ohio Valley Integration Services 2023-2024 school year. Service provided equipment and labor to install security cameras, $62,947.90 through the school safety grant. Item D, in lieu of transportation costs for 2023-2024 school year. This has to do with the district providing reimbursement. Is that correct?
Yeah.
For students to attend. Can you help me with the wording on that, April?
It's for students that are attending the non-public schools
Okay.
that are within the boundaries that we have to transport.
Okay.
And we don't find it practical to have a bus to transport these students to, so instead, in lieu of, we will give them money for the transportation that the state sets that we're, the minimum we're allowed to give.
Okay.
And we don't do that till the end of the year, but we have to approve these people at the beginning of the year.
And those students, and I'll just read we've got several students going to Fairfield Christian, one going to New Story School, one going to Bishop Hartley. So those are the breakup of the students that are involved. I won't go through all the lists and so forth of the students' names unless I'm required to.
No.
Good?
No.
Okay. Item E, student club. Looks like the sophomore class, class field trip, class dues. Where is this trip going? It doesn't say.
It's
does it?
to add new clubs.
Oh,
We have,
okay.
right now we have junior and senior class.
Right,
And Roger wanted to add a sophomore and freshman class, and the money follows them through the year, and that way they could start, the amount of money they have to put towards each year wouldn't be as much because they'd be adding it from the time they're a freshman instead of the last 2 years.
okay. And that's estimated income, $20 each for a total of $2,000. And in the freshman class, same thing, $15 each, $1,500. Mr. K, do you have anything that you want to add to this, or?
No, just as April said, looking to try to alleviate those costs to the students from the time they get to junior, especially the senior year. So they're cashing out, huge.
So this just goes like, is there like part of their fees each year, and then it just.
Yeah,
when
and
they pay
the
those.
class dues.
The
So-
class dues.
Yeah, part of the class dues.
Okay. Item F, Patty George Building Project. Superintendent recommends approval in lieu of obtaining 3 quotes for the work. There again, Dr. Johnson, I'm going to defer to you on this.
Yeah, the Patty George building has a couple of air conditioning units, or one has stopped operating. The other one is leaking oil. And so we thought it would be best to, by spending a little more money, we would save instead of coming back twice, and replace them both at 22,400.
Does anyone have any questions for Dr. Johnson on that? Okay, item G, vote to approve new business financial. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Carol Cato, motion by, second by Sean Shook, to approve items in the new business financial section. Ms. Boyer?
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Shook,
Yes.
Dr. Water,
Yes.
Ms. Cato.
Yes.
Item 6, new business personnel under employment. We have Paul
Vitardis.
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 Thank you. Intervention specialist at the high school, 1-year limited contract, master's plus 30, step 5, effective August 10th, 2023. Kaylee Furman, intervention specialist at the elementary school, 1-year limited, bachelor's plus 150, step 6, August 10th, 2023 effective date. And Alicia Taylor, English teacher at the high school, 1-year limited, bachelor's plus 150, step 10, effective date August 10th, 2023. Then we have administrator contracts under item B for 2023-2024 school year. Thomas Lish Brown for the district under student services. He will be the student services director. Step 10, first year of a 2-year contract, 220 days, effective August 1st, 2023. And Lori Ray Foltz, also for the district as the curriculum director. Step 10, first year of a 2-year contract as well, 255 days, effective August 1st, 2023. These are under, this is extended days, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was cut off there on the last page.
So transition.
Okay, extended days, Sarah Hayes, Director of Student Services for the district, up to 10 transition days between July 1st and July 31st, 2023. Lori Ray Foltz, Curriculum Director for the district, up to 10 transition days between July 1st and July 31st, 2023. And Thomas Lish Brown, Director of Student Services for the district, up to 10 transitional days between July 1st and July 31st, 2023. Item D, resignations. Emily Baker, Intervention Specialist for the elementary school, effective June 14th of 2023. Jennifer Blackstone, Curriculum Director for the district, effective date July 31st, 2023. Russell Bradhurst, Physical Education Teacher at the middle school, effective date August 1st, 2023. Sarah Hayes, Director of Student Services for the district, effective July 31st, 2023. Lacey Peak, second grade at the elementary school, effective date August 1st, 2023. Jennifer Rindler, English teacher at the high school, effective date July 3rd, 2023. Kelly Sowers, intervention specialist at the elementary school, effective date August 1st, 2023. And finally, Heather Veltre, third grade teacher at the elementary school, effective date August 1st, 2023. E, non-OPSI salary schedule revision. It is recommended that the column for a new teacher, technology assistant be added to the non-OPSI salary schedule. Is there anything that needs to be discussed with that, April, or?
Well, I'm gonna, I haven't done this yet. I don't, maybe I have. I lost track of what I need to do in some cases, but Kelly Savage is going back to the classroom.
Right.
We're gonna recommend 10 days of extra days for her. That way she can take on additional training in the school district, new teacher kind of thing, so we don't lose that. It was very valuable. We're going to replace the tech side of that with this position, and it'll be year-round, whereas Kelly had a teacher contract. So this person will be year-round. I think it's a good economic move because we're replacing a pretty high-level teacher on a salary schedule with this person. And even with the 10 days, the cost to the school district is not going to be the same at all. So we believe that'll be an advantage to the school district. We'll retain the best of Kelly, and she's agreed to that. And we'll get another tech person to, the elementary school is really a place where a lot of things get repaired, shored up, supported. We're talking about little kids and computers, so Kelly was spending a lot of time with those kinds of things, and she's wanted to go back to the classroom, you know, for a number of years, and I wish the best for her and want to support her.
Item F, vote to approve new business personnel. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion by John Walter, second by Sean Shook, to approve items in the new business personnel section. Ms. Boyer?
Mr. Shook,
Yes.
Dr. Walter,
Yes.
Ms. Cato,
Yes.
Mr. Moore.
Yes. Item 7, new business athletics, 2023-2024 athletic supplementals. We have Brady Shook, football assistant coach at the junior high, level 5, step 0. Carissa Kellner, football varsity cheer coach, level 5, step 3. Adam Snyder, golf head coach for the boys, level 3, step 1. Braden Shook, basketball 7th grade coach for the boys, level 4, step 0. Carissa Kellner, basketball varsity cheer coach, level 4, step 4. And Adam Snyder, junior high wrestling coach, level 4, step 1. Item B, construction of bullpen pads at the high school athletic complex. Superintendent recommends approval in lieu of obtaining 3 quotes for the work performed by Dave Cotner. Work to be done, prep and pour for installation of an 8x67 pad for $4,800 and an 8x77 pad for $5,400. Total cost of $10,200. We go to approve new business athletics. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So,
Motion by Sean Shook, second by Carol Cato to approve items in the new business athletics section. Ms. Boyer?
Dr. Walter,
Yes.
Ms. Cato,
yes.
Mr. Moore,
Yes.
Mr. Shook.
Yes.
Item 8, new business other, handbooks. Mr. K, do you have anything that you'd like to talk about as far as the high school handbook?
No, just standard updates, try to align mine with the other 2 buildings we're looking at. Clarify some things I saw this year.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Dr. Johnson, was there anything in any of the handbooks that was like a large change from past or?
No, I don't, there aren't any surprises. So I think we're just tightening up in terms of consistency from school to school. Roger and both Tims have worked through it, agreed to the changes.
Item B, disposals, professional league development forms, 2016 through 2017 and older. Paperwork has been held in the district office. Is that what that's saying there?
Yes.
Okay. Item C, student fees, and I'm not going to go down through all of these. I saw, athletic participation, went up $5 then? It went up from 95 to 100, okay. All the rest of them, they're on there, so I'm not going to read down through everything. Item D, 2023 OSBA annual business meeting. It is recommended delegate and an alternate be appointed to the OSBA annual business meeting.
What is? Hook rattle, Cato. I nominate Hook rattle, and I second the Cato. Problem solved. I'm a problem solver here.
So
They don't want me up there, they're like, dude, let this hillbilly in here. They ain't gonna want me up
you can
there.
wear your shirt.
No, I better not.
So delegate, are we in favor of?
Oh, yeah, he works from home now. Hook rattle's in.
Okay.
He's in there, life swimwear, yes. Miss Cato, you think you might be able to?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we
all right.
Ms. Cato, be
Oh,
our
you're doing that
alternate.
too.
Awesome. Okay, item E, courses of study approval.
So these
Oh,
are,
go ahead. I'll
yeah,
let you-
so Roger, you can help me out here.
Sure.
Roger and Jennifer worked through these. Our goal is to make sure that we retain the students in the school instead of going somewhere else to get college credit, equivalent kind of credit. So I would think that most of this is presented to the board in that vein. Am I correct?
Sure, yes.
Dr. Johnson, any reason to read down through those, or?
No,
I can if you need
no,
me to.
they're all great opportunities for our kids. We'll be able to retain the students in the school. It's gonna add a lot to, their graduation credentials, and make the high school more attractive to retain students. They're all good recommendations.
Item F, IKF graduation requirements, that is a second reading. Anything that anyone would like to discuss on that, in that regard?
Then we're agreeing, we're doing some cleanup of language,
Okay.
adding some more clarification there, but nothing changed in regards to the number of credits and what were the intent of that.
Okay. That takes us through
Page 40.
page 40. Item G, non-OT, job description, technology assistant. Johnson, anything on that?
It goes with the salary that we just approved. This is gonna be the job description for the new tech person in the department.
Item 8, vote to approve new business other. Do I have a motion? John Shook, motion by, second by Carol Cato, to approve items in the new business other section.
Ms. Cato?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Shook?
Yes.
Dr. Water?
Yes.
Item 9, other matters that may properly come before the board. Have anything that needs to be brought?
Yes, I would like to, if the board approves, discuss A2. A2 is employment. Just want to talk about some of our employment issues and problems.
Oh, you're talking executive
Executive
session
session.
there. Okay, okay.
So nothing.
Nothing on item 9 then.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, so now we move on to item 10, executive session. Executive session is requested by the superintendent for A2. Is that the only one, Dr.
Yes, sir.
Johnson? Okay. Okay,
So
Board of Education, Liberty Union School District, by majority of the quorum present at the meeting, does hereby declare its intention to hold an executive session as items listed below, such as item A2. Do I have a motion?
Second. Walter
Dr.
Shook.
Walter, motion by, second by Sean Shook, to go into executive session for the following
7:35.
reasons. A2, at 7:35 PM. Ms. Boyer.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mr. Shook?
Yes.
Dr. Water?
Yes.
Ms. Cato?
Yes.
Thank you.